Hello Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances, you guys. So if you're interested in hearing about the fragrances that I've added to my March fragrance tray, please stay tuned. All right, you guys, so yes, we made it through February, and in this next slide I'm just going to give you a viewing of my fragrance tray from February, and the setup is still the same. All right, you guys, so moving on into March. Well, we have moved on into March. We're like, what, 7 days into March? So we've moved on into March, and this tray was established at the beginning of March, and I have been using some of the fragrances already on this tray. But because, you guys, I was not quite ready to let go of my gourmand thing that I have been having over the past several months, I decided to pick some gourmands that I think are year-round gourmands, and we're going to start off with my very favorite one. That is my Happy fragrance, and I just need this fragrance right now with life and the way things are happening. I'm good, everything is good, but you know, sometimes you just need a constant pickup, and this fragrance really does that for me. So even when I'm putting on fragrances in the morning, sometimes I'll just top it off with this, and I won't say it a lot in my fragrance combinations because it becomes a little redundant, and I don't really think that it always helps the fragrance combination that I got, but I just want to smell it. So the fragrance that I am speaking of is the Yum Pistachio Gelato from KayAli. Right now, this is a forever fragrance. This is bottle number 2. This is 100 ml, and I'm already halfway in. Really enjoy this fragrance. I'm sure I'll probably finish this before the summer, this particular one, because it's one of my favorites. It has notes of pistachio gelato, some hazelnut, some sweet rum, some whipped cream. Like I said, it is just one of those year-round gourmand fragrances that I have not gotten tired of. Really enjoy it. So this is on the tray for March. Also, I've added this Bianco Latte. This is also, to me, a really nice year-round gourmand. I have already worn this month in combination with something else. But I don't like this the way that I thought that I would, because it was so heavily compared to the Escapade Gourmand, which is my favorite vanilla. This is a little different. It's not bad, but I don't like it as much as I thought that I would. And I really need to get some wear out of this because I haven't worn it much. So we will be wearing this even if I'm mixing it with other fragrances this month in March. So again, this is Bianco Latte. Next up, you guys, is a fragrance that I have had a time with. I have actually even shared this fragrance several times because whenever I wear it, I just get these amazing compliments, and they're at such awe till I just have to share it with them. But this is Velvet Tonka by BDK. You guys, this is an almond nutty type of fragrance, but it has this very deep, like rich, powdery undertone. This is good. This is probably one of my favorite almond fragrances. It's running neck to neck with Rolling in Love from Guerlian. Two different type of fragrances. They don't smell alike, but they have some similarities that really kind of make me think of the other when I'm wearing the other. But this is one that I really enjoy. To me, it is also a gourmand fragrance that is an easy wear for year round. So we're gonna work with this month in March going into the spring months. So again, Velvet Tonka by BDK. All right, and this sweet vanilla airy springy gourmand is from Van Cleef's and Arpels. This is Orchidee Vanille. This to me is a floral vanilla fragrance, probably my favorite one, because the balance of it with the sweetness and the floralness to it. I don't really know which flower is in here. I can't quite call it, but it does to me remind me of a really subtle violet note, but you definitely get the sweet vanilla in this. It is a beautiful fragrance. One of my subscribers referenced this. I remember it really good when I did a video on the Escapade Gourmand. Her name is Winter, and she told me that I should try this vanilla. So I ended up in a Saks, sampled it, ended up with the fragrance. So absolutely beautiful fragrance. As you can tell from the bottle, I have had my time with it, but I will be wearing this beautiful spring summertime vanilla this month in the month of March. Orchidee Vanille from Van Cleef's and Arpels. All right, you guys, so let's move on into, these are still gourmand fragrances, but they are a little fruity. They have more of a fruity take to it. And we're going to start off with Bouquet Ideale. This is an understated, unsung fragrance. It smells like a fruity, musky fragrance. That's what it smells like to me. You know, if you know Xerjoff fragrances, they are very distinct. It's just a fragrance house that it really kind of like has its own thing going on. And I really enjoy their Casa Morati line as well as the JTC line. But the Casa Morati line, you guys, I have quite a few fragrances from that particular line. But this right here, this is such a sweet, floral, musky type of fragrance that could almost be like a, well, it could be a signature scent. I'm not going to say almost. This could very well be a signature scent, and I really enjoy it. And I do think that this is a perfect floral to start our spring months off with. So again, this is Bouquet Ideale from the Xerjoff Casa Morati line. All right, next up, you guys, I wanted to pull in something that has strawberry in it because strawberry is having a moment. There are quite a few fragrances that have been released with strawberry, and I think that there are more to come. But this is one of the fragrances that I got from the House of Oud last year, and this is Guilty Crush. Now, I was influenced to buy this by way of Miss AI the Great, and the way she described this fragrance, having that vintage 80s when you were a little girl, 80s, 90s as a little girl lipstick smell. It's just so good. And it has fruits in it like strawberry, and I think it's more of a strawberry leaf. And it has some mango in it. It has like this powdery undertone, and you do get that lipstick smell to it, but it's that good vintage type of lipstick smell to me. And I want to wear more of this. And I think that it's a perfect fragrance for entering into the spring. Really, really think that this is going to be a hit. So again, this is Guilty Crush from the House of Oud. All right, the next fragrance is also a fruity fragrance. I do think that this is one of those fruity fragrance because of the woody undertone that it has. This fragrance can be worn really anytime. But I did have a moment with this past summer, especially at nighttime and on date night. But this is Sangria Saffron. The saffron is definitely present. The fruits are definitely present. And this is a nice fragrance. Really enjoyed, and it doesn't take a lot. So again, this is Sangria plus Saffron from Malul. All right, moving on into more clean girl with the exception of one. So I have a floral, and this is a more heavy floral because it has this vanilla, and it has this intense lavender in it. Now, many people say that this is the perfect one for the fall and winter. This is Mon Guerlain, and I have the original and the intense one. So since we're still having somewhat cool days, this is a great transition fragrance. This fragrance is great to transition out of the fall into the winter and out of the winter into the spring. But this is signature scent worthy. I do think that either one can be worn year round, just depend on how intense you like your fragrances. But this is beautiful. I actually paired this with Bianco Latte, and it was a hit, you guys. It smelled really great together. But Mon Guerlain, it is that pretty girl, pretty wifey type of fragrance. I saw Jeremy say that this says wife to him, the original one. So I got it, and I had to have the intense one as well. So again, this is Mon Guerlain. That is more of a floral, but I think it's a perfect transitional floral. So we'll have that on the tray for March as well. So let's move on into some of my clean scents that I want to incorporate going into the spring. You know, I am definitely a clean girl fragrance. I love clean girl fragrances. So we're going to start off with these. Husband bought me this for my birthday. It's part of my birthday gift. This is Virtual Flower from Prada Paradox. I have the other Pradas. Really enjoy this one because it is more airy to me. It doesn't give you that super deep, rich vanilla like the original one, and you don't get that heavy resin woody mossness. And I do like them both, but this one is just perfect. I think they gave it a really nice name, Virtual Flower. I really like this. And you know, husband, one of his favorite, he actually even wears it, he has a bottle of it, is the original Prada. He does mix it with more masculine fragrances, but I'm telling you, every time he mixed that original Prada with some of his other more masculine fragrances, he gets compliments a lot. So this one is more of a subtle, airy one that I do enjoy, and I'm going to enjoy it more this month, in the month of March. So again, this is Prada Paradox Virtual Flower. Last and definitely not least, you guys, this is from the house of Juliette Got. This is not a perfume. I have had another skin scent, clean girl scent from Juliette Got, which was my very first fragrance from them. It was Pear Ink, and it's gone. I used it. That's just how much I liked it. But this right here, this is good, y'all. This is so good. I've smelled this on other people, and just smelling it from the bottle, it does not smell the same, but it still smells really good. What I like about fragrances that are skin scents, that has that Eau Supra and the Ambroxan notes that are just designed to mesh in and to make your body chemistry your fragrance. This is what this does. I can't really describe to you what my husband gets when he smells these type of fragrances on me. What I smell is, I guess what I smell, he can't put it in words. He always say it just smells like you. But believe it or not, you guys, I get the most compliments from him when I wear close to skin fragrances, like the 724s, like the Molecules, like the Glossier Use, like this one now. It is really nice, you guys. So I am excited about this. We'll be wearing it more, and this is also a great fragrance that you can add with other extremely popular fragrances just to amp up your personal body pheromones and give that extremely popular fragrance like the Baccarat Rouges and the Delinas a personal touch. These are perfect for that. So we'll be experiencing this more in isolation and combining it with other fragrances. So again, Juliette Got, not a perfume. So you guys, those are the fragrances. That's 10 fragrances that I have on the tray. It's not limited to, you guys. These are just the ones that I will give a little bit more attention to than the other things in the collection. If you would like, share some of the fragrances that you like to transition out of the winter and into the spring. Give me some ideas. Make some suggestions. I greatly appreciate that. I want to thank you guys so very much. See you in the next video, and do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.